Hey guys, how's it going? It's Sam Current and I'm going to show you a really cool video making some very unique sound design tricks using Vital, some very hidden features. So let's jump from this angle to the DAW and see what it's all about. So I have here my Vital and it's pretty basic. I can play the notes. It does what a synth does. You have basic FM, which creates, your middle tones when FMing. So if I do an example here, nothing very unique, nothing very special, but I'm gonna show you something different that you can do. So I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna look for a cool preset. So I wanna go, for example, into my serum wavetables. And since we're making some metallic tones, sort of EDM sounds, it's never wrong to go with the VR wavetables. So I'm just gonna go here in the VR wavetables and choose a classic dinosaur wavetable. Yeah, that sounds really cool. So now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna load up here some harmonic stretching, and I'm gonna go here into the advanced tab. But first I gotta enable some voices. So 7 voices should be really cool. Reset the phase randomization. And right now if I click a sound here, sounds pretty normal. It's what you would expect with this kind of sound. And what's gonna make it very crazy is that I'm gonna click here on the Unison Stack. So what this is doing is affecting this unison, like how each note is layered on top, since when enabling the voices, each voice is stacked on top. So by clicking here, you can change this, which is also available to do in Serum. I'm going to show you something that is here that is not available on Serum, which is this harmonic stack, which sounds something like this. I'm going to take the detune down to 0. And it starts adding harmonics instead of detuning, which sounds really cool. And then what we can do is we can go really crazy and start playing with these knobs that we have here, which is very unique to Vital. And now we can go even crazier and we can automate things, because since these are knobs and Vital is very, very nicely done, you can add LFOs into each one of these knobs, which makes it even more unique. So I'm going to start by adding here to the wavetable position. It sounds really cool so far already. And then the Unison blend here works basically as a wet dry knob for the harmonic stack. You can go here and also create like and then we can create like a double LFO here. And we can go really crazy and start adding some filters. I'm going to turn down the release here just a teeny bit so it sounds a little bit more cleaner. I'm going to add a notch so that it simulates a high notch filter inside of Serum. And so for it to simulate the high notch filter from Serum, you have to go here, disable oscillator 2 and enable filter 1 so that the sweeping from filter 1 goes into the filter 2 as a serial node instead of a parallel node. And then create some automation here as well to create some more movement. We can also add some FMing. So for example, if we choose a basic wave shape here with it, maybe 2 octaves up. Maybe create something like this, maybe. With like a really small amount of movement. Sounds really cool without it also. Add a sub underneath it. And also automate the volume on this one, which I set to direct out so it doesn't go into the effects tab. I'm gonna go even crazier and do some really cool things. So I'm gonna add some distortion, like heavy amounts of distortion. I'm gonna add a filter to clean up this space. I'm gonna use this automation here. Something like that sounds really cool. I'm gonna add this chorus, and this chorus is gonna create a really cool metallic tone by taking this frequency, which is just the rate in any other chorus effect. The frequency here is a rate, so I'm just gonna freeze it so it's at 0 hertz in another chorus plugin, and it creates a really cool, really aggressive, sharp, resonant metallic tone. And increasing the feedback increases like that metallic tone. And basically what the chorus has become, it's basically become a very, very fast delay. So it's basically working here, one at 2 milliseconds, the other one at 7 milliseconds. So it's basically just a really fast delay. So I'm gonna turn down the mix here. I'm gonna add a LFO here. And then I'm gonna add some multi-band compression here, some OTT. And that sounds really cool, really heavy, like for some rhythm or something like that. You can also change it to, say, for example, high band, so it cleans up and sounds a little bit less muddy. I like to do that a lot. I'm gonna also clean up that low end by adding another high pass filter. And a second notch here, which if I click on these button here, it enables it. If I just want to create a little peak here, I click on the band text instead of the notch icon here. just to create that nice little. We can even create more wetness and more stereo on this sound by taking here a 1/16 with like 1 or 2% mix, creating a smaller spread here. And it creates that sort of step back echo sound that is very common in these kinds of basses. And as well as some room here with the reverb. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to crank the pre-delay all the way up to 100 milliseconds. I'm going to take the size and the time all the way down. I'm going to add a bit of pre-cut here so it doesn't takes the low end. And there we go. We have a really cool, really fun metallic FM bass using the stereo Unison Harmonic Unison Stack technique here in Vital. This is really cool, really new stuff. Really hoping people go crazy with this and create some really cool sound designs, because you can do so many things. You can also use the odd harmonics instead of this. You can like do so many things. For example, if I move here, the distortion spread is basically affecting the FM. And basically just go really crazy on this. And you can also crank up just the voices here and add even more harmonics to add even more tones. And then you can add macros, you can add even more alpha, you can go really crazy with this and create some really cool tones. The world is endless with the power of Harmonic Unison. Anyways, this was Soundkiller. Thank you guys so much for watching. Very happy always to share you guys some new tutorials. Subscribe, like, until next time.